blessed with twins, a singer outshining everyone in the world to become the most followed celebrity on Twitter, three-time Academy Award winner bidding farewell to Hollywood. Well, you don't have to stress too much with all these riddles, as I, Francesca Mascarenas, am here to bring you your weekly dose of entertainment right here on Unscripted. Ever since we heard they were pregnant, we've been waiting for the good news, which finally came earlier this week. Multi-Grammy-winning power couple Beyonce and Jay-Z have been blessed with twins, a boy and a girl. The news reached us not through the couple, but from Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, who couldn't hold his excitement and announced the big news on Twitter. Both Beyonce and her twins are doing fine and are still in a hospital in LA for minor issues. Now this takes us back to 2012 when the couple welcomed their first child, Blue Ivy Carter. That caused a media sensation as New York's Lenox Hill Hospital shut down part of its maternity wing to welcome Destiny's grandchild. One can only imagine the kind of talent the Carter children may have been born with. The Global Citizen Festival late last year, Justin Bieber's Purpose Tour earlier this year, Ed Sheeran's announcement, it seems like India is becoming a favorite destination for global singing sensations. Oh, but did I tell you who the latest addition to this list is? Hold your breath, guys, as the Chainsmokers are all set to get a little closer to you. Yes, they're going to be visiting India as part of the Asian leg of their tour. After the band's announcement on Twitter, a little birdie told us that the Chainsmokers are planning a multi-city tour in India, and it's likely to happen by the end of this year. And we are so thrilled to welcome the popular band to India that we will let go of their little error of not counting India as part of Asia. Come on, Chainsmokers, pull us closer in the backseat of your Rover, of course for some geography lessons. Good news for all you Jumanji fans, the action-adventure film is all set to dazzle the screens after 2 decades and will star Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart and Karen Gillan alongside lead man Jack Black, who was recently seen in Barcelona promoting the film that is all set to release later this year.
The main difference between this and the original is that in the original, Robin Williams' character Alan Parrish gets sucked into the game and he's in the jungle and he's a little boy when he goes in and he's like a 35-year-old insane man when he comes out. But you never get to see what it was like for this little boy to be trying to survive in the jungle all that time. You don't see, you have to just imagine it. In this one, we actually travel with the characters into the jungle, and it's gorgeous and treacherous and exciting.
Three-time Oscar winner Daniel Day-Lewis has decided to bid farewell to his sprawling acting career, which includes performances in Lincoln and Gangs of New York. Daniel Day-Lewis is the only man to have won 3 lead actor Oscars. Announcing his retirement, the actor didn't reveal the reason and quoted it as a private decision. It's time to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because coming up next we have highlights from the Milan Fashion Week and an exclusive conversation with Bollywood actor Randeep Hooda. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Unscripted on WION with me, Francesca, and it's time now to fix your fashion blues. So let's go over to Aaron, who's bringing you all the highlights from the Milan Fashion Week, especially for you boys. So take notes.
This season, silhouettes are simple and neat with key original details. It's not about a completely new trend, but it's about looking where the evolution of the story is. I'm Aaron Lindo, presenting the Milan Fashion Week Men's Spring Summer 2018. From pinstripes and rococo prints to fierceness and bold layering, there was no dearth of inspiring trends that would appeal to everyone from the traditionalist to the trend-savvy. Menswear too presented a solid collection that made the Cattons lovely and loved. And when it comes to blending themes into one punchy, brand new flavor, nobody does it like the brothers. Known for staging elaborate shows, they brought in Hawaiian hibiscus-strewn shirting, buckles, and winkle pickers. Adding a dash of ingenuity are the silk shirts and oversized jumpers and cardigans. And who would have thought shorts worn over biker pants would look so slick? All in all, it was a good show, and if you've noticed, there were some streaks of fetish elements that cannot be ignored. Take a look. Just when I thought humor has dwindled, Prada turned its creative space into one giant comic book. The fashion show had some signature pieces like the retro-styled comic book design printed across shirts, jackets, pullovers, and belts. Trousers with high-gathered paper bag waist, cardigans tucked into waistbands, shorts, and shirts with popped collars were highlights of the collection. Memorable pieces there. Now, while Prada was all about comic, Salvatore Ferragamo ponders on the sober elegance of the Riviera. Keeping the silhouettes light and deconstructed, it was an outing of laid-back glamour. Polo shirts and zipped cardigans took center stage. Signature details with nautical motifs, garlands of corals and seahorses reverberates throughout the collection. But what lingered are the chunky fisherman-inspired knits reminiscent of Mediterranean cultures. From laid-back glamour to a very royal look, Versace showcased its versatility as a label during the Milan Fashion Week Men's 2018. Pinstripe suits and short suits were recurring themes of the collection. A few drawstring gathered tracksuit pieces, along with vibrant patterns and colors, paired with monochrome black pants and jackets, adds that signature flair. And, come what may, keep calm and carry a Versace bag. Before we drown ourselves in one of those envious bags, let's move forward. Marni's Spring-Summer 2018 is all about colliding prints and bespoke business wear. Extra roomy pants and loose-fitting suit jackets made up most of the collection. Ties in a variety of patterns and colors, along with oversized dress shoes, dominated the runway. But what stood out from the pack are the playful bibs and sport bonnets. Wearable clothes with a non-conformist touch. Moving on to one of the most influential names in European fashion. I'm talking about the Italian designers Domenico Dolce and Stefano Gabbana. Clothes as eclectic as the cast, featuring bold mottos with a splash of card patterns and animal-inspired prints. The collection showcased love and passion. My favorites include the sequin jackets, the two-piece in Japan-esque jacquard, and the black ducks with a shawl collar in silver sequins. We reckon that's exactly how love should be represented. Moving on to a collection that I shall not forget anytime soon, the Emporio Armani Show. Welcome to the world of supremely refined aesthetics. Martial arts-inspired outerwear alongside urban sleek suits grabbed major attention at Armani. Dressed pants, kimono-inspired jackets, and parkas just went to the top of our list. Pay attention to those headbands, tinted eyewear, and ties tucked in casually in those jacket pockets. Like I said, it's about looking where the evolution of the story is. Clearly, Milan boasts some serious star power and big names when it comes to the runway.
American pop singer Katy Perry has made it big once again with her album topping the charts and keeping fans chained to her rhythm. So what makes her take the top spot amidst the current singing sensations? We're breaking it down for you. Check it out.
American singer-songwriter Katy Perry rules a million hearts, sets cash registers ringing with her back-to-back hit albums, and now her fandom has achieved a new feat. The singer has been titled as the Queen of Twitter with an impressive 100 million followers on the social media networking tool.
Swish, swish, bish. Another one in the basket.
While Katy promotes her latest studio album Witness, the singer made Twitterati witness history by becoming the first person to achieve the 100 million follower mark on the microblogging website, followed closely behind by singer Justin Bieber, currently the second most followed celeb on Twitter with 96.9 million followers. Former US President Barack Obama with 90.8 million followers, and the third most followed account, former friend and current foe, singer Taylor Swift with 85.1 million at number 4, and Rihanna with 74.1 million at number 5.
My name keeps coming out your mouth, 'cause I stay apart. Swish, swish, bish. You think that I am fragile like the fresh.
Perry joined Twitter in 2009 and reached 50 million followers within 3 years by 2012, doubling up the number to 100 million in the next 5 years. Now, what makes Katy Perry rule social media? Is it her chart-busting albums, her global concerts, or her marketing game? Katy's latest studio album release, Witness, is her 5th album but the 3rd number 1 album for her atop the Billboard 200 album chart. Witness moved 180,000 album units in its first full week of availability, with 162,000 of those in traditional album sales. Katy also currently rules atop the Billboard Artist 100 chart, a record climb from number 44 to number 1 after spending 149 weeks on the chart. Talking about promotions, how can we miss the 4-day-long YouTube live stream dubbed as Katy Perry Witness Worldwide that went live through 41 cameras installed across her LA apartment, ending with a live afternoon concert in Los Angeles for 1,000 lucky fans. Now that's called some crazy promotional spree. Katy Perry doesn't believe in mincing her words, thanks to her oh-so-blunt nature that makes her the talk of the town. Remember her recent interview in which she slammed the industry, calling award shows fake, and yes, she didn't spare herself either by quoting that all the awards she's won till date are fake too. It's true that when you're in showbiz, you should choose your friends and foes wisely, and when it comes to Katy, she knows what's best for her. So while her rivalry with singer Taylor Swift is out in the public, the singer didn't shy away to burn the hatchet with Swift during her recent promotional gig. Now there might still be some time for Taylor Swift to forget the bad blood. Perry has created for herself a larger fan base than that which existed, pretty evident from her current statistics.
It's time to take another quick break on Unscripted, but stay very close because when we come back, we've got you the latest movie and trailer releases and an exclusive conversation with Bollywood heartthrob Randeep Hooda. Welcome back, you're watching Unscripted on WION, and it's time now for you to shift your focus from music and indulge a little in the cinematic world. So you must be wondering which movies to look out for this week. Well, let me make it a little easier for you. Here are the latest movie and trailer releases. Take a look.
मेरा नाम ट्यूबलाइट नहीं है, मेरा नाम है लक्ष्मण।
Big week for Salman Khan fans as he's all set to rule the box office this Eid with his latest release,
ये
Tubelight.
है मेरा भाई भरत। सिर्फ इसे मुझ पे यकीन है कि मैं किसी से कम नहीं हूँ।
The film set in Sino-Indian War of 1962 and revolves around the connect between two brothers. The film stars real-life brothers Salman Khan and Sohail Khan, along with Chinese actors Zuzu and Martin Retangu. And be ready for another big surprise as one of the leading Khans is also doing a cameo in the film.
यकीन एक ट्यूबलाइट की तरह होता है, देर से जलता है, लेकिन जब जलता है तो फुल लाइट कर देता है।
Witness the love a man has for his family and his... If you are not big on family entertainers, fret not, as Anna Lilia Mirpur has the perfect sci-fi romance for you this week. The Bad Batch revolves around a community of cannibals and is a dystopian love story set in Texas. The film stars Suki Waterhouse, Jason Momoa, Giovanni Ribisi and Keanu Reeves. So what are you waiting for? Get going! We'll see you at the theatres.
Costs a lot to be here. Costs you an arm and a leg.
I'll never leave my son. You're surrounded by enemies, thousands of them. You're gonna kill them all by yourself?
Hating the scorching heat, the sun, the sweat? Well, not for long, cause winter is here.
This is real.
HBO just released the newest trailer of Season 7 of the Game of Thrones. The trailer is a compilation of the show's remaining characters as they prepare for the great war ahead. It got all that you expect: violence, action and dragons. And of course, like every other season, some unexpected too.
These are God's gifts to us. These are His words.
Unlike the other seasons, Season 7 will have 2 parts of 7 episodes each. Be set for the battle from July 16th. And Ghost. Hold your breath and meet the spookiest doll you have ever seen. Directed by David F. Sandberg, the film stars Stephanie Sigmund, Talitha Bateman and Lulu Wilson, among others. The film tells the tale of a doll maker and his wife who lose their daughter in an unfortunate accident.
My daughter has been dead for a very long time.
पूरा शहर उथल-पुथल कर दिया आपने। अभी तो मैं सिर्फ आया हूँ।
As they say, every disaster is an opportunity you must seize. Meet the 6 badasses in Milan Luthia's upcoming gangster saga.
भाइयों और बहनों, राष्ट्रपति जी ने आपातकाल की घोषणा की है।
Set in 1975 during the emergency period declared by Indira Gandhi, Badshaho is a story of 6 badasses who loot a truck full of gold. Big surprise for Imran Hashmi fans as the actor will be performing all the action sequences himself, without any body double. So stock up the popcorn and prepare to hit theatres for Movie Mania.
चार दिन की जिंदगी है और आज चौथा दिन है। ये सोचकर इतने साल निकाल दिए।
He's one of those actors in Bollywood who takes their job way too seriously. Like his last release Sarabjit, this time too, Randeep Hooda has transformed himself for his next film. Let's hear it from him talking about his obsession with films, his transformation, his fitness routine, career and lots more. He made his Bollywood debut in Meera Nair's Monsoon Wedding back in 2001 and won many hearts with his performance in Once Upon a Time in Mumbai. And more recently, he essayed the lead role in Sarabjit alongside Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. I'd like to welcome Randeep Hooda. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I'd like to talk about your journey in this industry so far. Now, you've had your fair share of failure and success and you have this huge fan following, and I think right now you're on the top of your game. So how does, your failure and your success impact you, or what sort of an impact does it have on you?
I don't know whether I'm on top of my game yet. There is no game, I don't think I follow it like maybe other actors do, but I don't follow it like follow my career or my work like a boxing match. It's more like golf. I have to better myself.
Right.
So I'm in that process. I enjoy what I do and I do it for the right reasons, I feel. Everybody does it for their own right reasons. My right reasons being that I enjoy it and I enjoy the art of it. I enjoy the experience of it. And I have tried and I'm still trying. I'm no saint, but I'm trying to not let the success get to my head and failure to my heart. To keep going. I mean, sometimes I don't realize it. I'm somewhere and I do something and everybody's like, hey. And I say, oh shit, everybody knows me kind of thing situation. But those, apart from those, I think it's just I'm doing work like you are doing your work and everybody's doing their work, and it's about how much involvement you can get into it. So I don't pat myself on the back too much and I do not berate myself too much.
Now, as a professional in this industry, you know better than anyone how important your body image is. And of course, actors have these grueling work schedules and you're always going to be in somebody's lens at some time or the other. So how important is physical fitness to you?
I think physical fitness should be important for everybody, whether you're an actor or not. I myself would not be that person because I tend to go to extremes. I tend to pick roles that kind of take you to the extreme, and I like that. But generally, I think body image is very good with all this, cases of depression and everything coming up. I think physical health can lead to mental health as well, and so I think it's important for everybody. And nowadays, I think it was Salman Khan who started this whole trend of male bodybuilding and all that. I think even in Rohtak, when I was in school and all that, we used to have his posters. So I think, but that has also changed. The body type has changed. The kind of bodies have changed now. More functional training and fitter bodies are there instead of muscular bodies and stuff. So that'll keep changing, but at the essence of it is that you're physically fit and it gives you mental strength as well.
Okay, and tell us about your fitness routine.
I do all kinds of things, man. I go to the gym when I can, and I do some boxing, kickboxing. I do horse riding. I try and avoid the lift, take the stairs. So there's many things. I think it's a state of mind. I think I've been to a sports school since I was about 7 years old. So it's become a lifestyle, and I think it's a very healthy lifestyle. I would like to encourage it with as many people as possible.
What about your latest film, Battle of Saragari? Now we're seeing you in a look that we've never seen you in before. So how difficult or how different was this character from the other, roles that you've played?
Every role has its own challenges, and I think for this one is the Sikh Surat. Of course, it's. You have to let go a bit of vanity and all those things. You have to, not only shampoo your hair, you have to shampoo your beard and all those things. It gets very hot under the hair and all that. That's a separate thing. But I think it is the way, the Sikh way, which is a very Sufi, very accepting way. It is, it is a history and teachings of sacrifice and standing against odds, sense of higher purpose, which is what I'm learning. And incidentally, the word Sikh means jo sikhda hai. Being a Sikh is being a learner, and that is what I'm trying to be.
And what are your next projects that you have lined up?
I'm one of those stupid actors who just does one thing at a time and sees it to the absolute end and then waits and sees, ab kya karoon?
I wouldn't call that stupid at all. It was great chatting with you. Thanks so much for joining us, and I wish you all the very best. And that brings us to the end of another episode of Unscripted. Don't forget, you can tweet to us at WION_Unscripted. I'll be here at the same time next week, only on WION. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Francesca. See ya.